I'm a huge RPG fan, so when Super Mario RPG got announced for the Switch, I was pretty excited. Oh, that's cool. I never had a SNES, nor did I even know what it was when this game came out back in 1996, probably because I wasn't alive, but that's beside the point. Growing up, I loved Mario. In fact, New Super Mario Bros. For the DS was my first video game ever, so I was really excited to see what this game had to offer as an RPG hosting my favorite childhood mascot. Super Mario RPG was not my first Mario-related RPG, as I have played Mario & Luigi Bowser Inside Stories, Paper Mario Sticker Star, and Mario & Luigi Dream Team, and all of those games had super great stories too, unless I'm remembering them wrong, which is very possible. So going into this game, I had fairly high expectations. I did try to keep an open mind for the most part because this game did come out almost 3 decades ago, but I'm not going to let it off easy because Final Fantasy VI was out before this and still to this day has the best Final Fantasy story. Don't hate on me, hate on every Final Fantasy ranking video I watched. My friend Cam the Critic and I decided to play through this game together, and because of this our pacing wasn't always the fastest as we would often have to wait for each other. And me being the RPG nerd of us two, I had to explore every inch of the screen, so he would often be stuck waiting for me. The only downfall of this method was that when we got to a time where we couldn't see each other for a bit, the game went to the backlogs. I really knew nothing regarding the story of this game, so I was excited to have a fresh experience. The story overall wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was a good time. We follow Mario and gang who are trying to repair Star Road after it got split into 7 pieces by Smithy, and that's basically it. There's some small subplots such as Mallow's origins and who Gino is, but again there's nothing too deep. And I do really like both Mallow and Gino as characters, and honestly, character development wise, I think Mallow is a way better character. He's very fun and genuinely has some very sweet moments on screen, but I won't go in expecting any groundbreaking story moments that bring a tear to a grown man's eye. I definitely didn't cry. One thing I was not ready for in this game was the humor. This game is funny. It made me laugh out loud quite a few times, and the dialogue between characters, along with just some goofy character models and descriptions, were honestly the best part of this game for me. And I really hope Mario and Luigi Brothership brings this back because this was great. As far as RPGs go, this game covers all the basics. You have a customizable party, different weapons, armor, and held items. And upon each level up, you are given the option to add extra points to one of 3 categories: HP, magic, and strength. So even though it is minuscule, you can, in a way, build your characters how you want. And the amount of extra points always varies per category. So I opted to just choose the option that granted the most stat boost. And I didn't struggle with a single story boss, so either the game was just really easy or that was a really good method. Or maybe I'm just really good at RPGs. Switching over to combat, this game follows the classic Mario RPG formula: interactive turn-based. How this works is when you select your move, you will have a window to push a specific button or do an action to get a big boost to your DPS. The way this works will depend on your move and if you're using a special or not. If you're doing a basic attack and you pull it off, not only does doing so increase your damage, but it can also allow your move to hit multiple enemies, which is super helpful for conserving SP and dealing with the obnoxious hordes of enemies quickly. This is also how we can use Gino's OP move, dealing absurd max damage. Okay, I see why people love him now. Mario RPG is such a wholesome and sweet game. Even though it may not be the next big hitter, it's just a fun time. The combat keeps you connected with its input system, and the areas aren't overly massive and tedious to explore. The game itself only took a little over 10 hours to beat, so it's very short in RPG standards. But the game has no filler. It's just constant progress, which I love. I'm really glad I went back and finished this game. It's just a fun game, and it was just the thing I needed after Metroid Dread. And next,